A short while later, after finishing my coffee, I asked my sister if she had a mirror. I felt nervous as I prepared to reapply my lipstick. I can't see my whole face in the tiny vanity mirror, only bits, and none of them look like me. My smoky eyes and shapely eyebrows belong to someone else. Even my skin is free of the spots and blemishes I'm used to seeing. My lips are deep and dark and red, apart from where the lipstick has come off on the cigarettes and cup rim. I take a deep breath before applying it, and once done I ask my sister if it looks okay. Perfect, she grinned. The motorway got considerably busier as we neared our destination, but we avoided any big tailbacks and arrived at the Travelodge in good time. That's a relief, I said after we electronically checked in. I was dreading a proper receptionist looking at our booking details and saying that we're sup to be 3 girls and 1 boy. I said as we entered the elevator. Terry grinned at me and my sister revealed that she'd put me down as Miss M. Phillips when she booked the rooms. Have you been planning this all along? I asked, knowing that she'd booked the hotel when she'd secured the tickets months ago. Izzy nodded and told me that it was our mother who'd given her the idea. How? I quizzed. Mumso was worried about you getting lost coming back from the toilets in the Enormodome and said it wouldn't matter if you were all girls, which got me thinking, we could all be girls, my sister told me. I did think of running the idea by her, but, she paused. She wasn't happy when you wore my bridesmaid's dress that time, she added. Yeah. I frowned, recalling the day, all those years ago. I bet he looked well cute. Kat said. What was it like? I felt myself blushing as my sister described the dress, lilac with a lace bodice and an ivory sash. I claimed I didn't like it and had only tried it for a laugh and admitted that it did feel special. Then Mum came home earlier than expected and found me wearing it. I stated. She went bonkers. Only because it was an expensive dress, my sister claimed. She wasn't bothered about you cross-dressing. I wasn't cross-dressing. It was you dressing me up. I stated. Same thing, and you have let me do it loads of times, my sister reminded me as the lift landed at our floor. We ceased chatting as we strolled down the long deserted corridor and found our rooms. Terry and Kat went into there and my sister and I went into ours. The room is small with 2 single beds taking up much of the floor space. There's a tiny ensuite bathroom, 2 small bedside cabinets and a minuscule wardrobe. How far is it to the Enormodome? I asked as I peered out of the window at the unimpressive view of the back of the building next door. About half an hour according to Google Maps. Izzy replied as she opened our trolley case. Here, she said. What's that? Some PJs. I took the neatly folded items. Girls' ones? I presumed as I unfolded them. Of course, my sister replied. What else? She grinned. Supergirl. I groaned. There's a blue t-shirt with the familiar logo in a glittery print. Its sleeves are short and gathered with that lettuce edge hem that adorns many girls' garments. The shorts are red with a yellow waistband and a lettuce edge hem around the legs. Thanks. I dryly said, adding, I guess I'm lucky you didn't bring me a pink nightie. Well, it had crossed my mind, she teased as she checked her phone. How we doing for time? We've got an hour before the gates open, and I guess we should grab a burger or something beforehand. Yeah. I am pretty peckish. I replied. Mum's asking if we're here yet. Izzy said as she replied by text saying we'd just arrived at the hotel. I sighed and perched on one of the beds. I can't believe I've let you do this to me, I said, staring at my fishnet-clad knees and short leather skirt. You can't believe how great you look, she grinned, tossing her phone on one of the beds and going into the small ensuite. Her phone began ringing and the words Mum calling flashed on the screen. It's Mum. I hollered. Will you answer it? My sister hollered back. I took a deep breath before swiping the screen. Hi Mum. I said. Oh, I was expecting Isabel, Mum said. She's in the bathroom. I said. How was the journey? She asked. Fine. I replied. You sound nervous. Mum said. I gulped and glanced at my reflection in the mirrored wardrobe door. Just excited about the concert. I replied, wondering what Mum would say if she could see me now, hair in braids, face covered in makeup, visible bra straps, leather miniskirt, fishnet tights, and knee-high boots. Well, make sure you don't get separated, Mum advised. I will, I said as my sister emerged. Is here now. I'll pass you on, I said. Okay, have fun, be good and do exactly what your sister tells you, Mum said. I will, I coyly replied, glancing at my reflection as I passed the phone to Izzy.